Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Memis in beautiful East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing legendary Giants hog molly, David Deal, who's looking dapper as ever. Thank you for coming on, David.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, you've been a broadcaster for a few years, and you were also a player for a long time. Now, what's the biggest obstacle you faced over that career?
I think just in regards to preparation, when you're a professional offensive lineman for the New York Giants, your focus is on usually the front seven, front eight. You're not really paying too much attention to the corners or the secondary or what coverages they're playing unless you see something blitzing-wise. As a broadcaster and as an announcer, I need to know everything. I need to know wide receiver combinations. I need to know coverages. I needed to learn all those things outside of my norm as an offensive line. So when you do that and when you prepare that way, I think you understand that's the biggest difference. And one of the things I've always said is if there's a fan at home that knows more about a player and analytics than you do on TV, you haven't done your homework.
Now, of all the positions, what was the hardest positional group to learn about?
I would say the wide receiver, all the different combinations, all the different route combinations that go along with it, motions, I think that was the toughest to learn all that stuff.
Now, you retired in 2013. Obviously, it's been a lot of rule changes in the NFL. How have you seen offensive linemen play change since you retired?
To be honest with you, the only thing that I've really seen kind of changed is the way that the game has changed to a much more up-tempo passing league, more out of shotgun. I think that's something that's changed in that regard. Outside of that, I think that in regards to offensive line play, it's pretty much the same. The one thing that will never change, that people always continue to go back to for success, is when you run the football, you win football games.
Now, you never experienced this in the NFL, but a lot of offensive linemen do have the trouble of lots of knee injuries due to them being behind the play most of the time. Now, how can the NFL do something to limit these knee injuries that the offensive linemen face throughout their career?
Well, number one, as an offensive lineman, you have a choice if you want to wear knee braces or not. You have all the medical equipment that you have possible to help sustain that from not taking place. So that's number one. Number two, a lot of the times when people get rolled up in piles is because they stop playing. You never stop moving your legs and driving your feet and picking them up off of the ground until the whistle blows, because a lot of times that's when you see people getting rolled over. That's when they stop moving their feet. And then also to go along with it, I think in regards to safety, you've seen the rule changes, you've seen all that take place. So those three things I think are all factors into ways that offensive linemen can be safer. But having said that, there's going to be times where things happen on the field and you may just be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, thank you, David, so much for coming on. This is Michael Memis signing out.